everyone. My name is Saskia van Ende. I'm an associate partner at Antler, based out of Amsterdam, and I'm super honored today. We have a very special guest. His name is Devon, and he's the founder of Sous. He's here with us today. And Devon, I know that you are a very busy guy, so I'm happy that you agreed to share these 12 minutes with us. First of all, can you please tell our audience today who you are and what Sous is about?
Sure. Thanks, Saskia. So yeah, I'm Devon. I am originally from South Africa, been living in the Netherlands for almost 4 years now. Come from a background of hospitality and restaurants. And when I was here, it was the start of COVID, and we wanted to find a new way to help restaurants grow. So Sous was born out of a need to help a range of restaurants and chefs to grow their businesses in new ways and to realize their dreams. So it's a really been a difficult sector, the restaurants and chef industry, for many, many years now. And that's even gotten worse post-COVID for a lot of these restaurants. So there needed to be this new way. And we came up with Sous. We started around 18 months ago, and we operate a curated marketplace that provides the tech, the community, and the platform for restaurants and chefs to grow.
Okay, fantastic. And you're talking about we. Who is we? You, your co-founders?
Yeah, exactly. So co-founder Thomas and I kicked off Sous together. We met through Antler, of course. I think we've got a great relationship. It's been an amazing journey with him so far. I always say to people that we have a great yin and yang combination, which I think is super important. You can't have someone that's too similar, but the main thing that we have, I think, is that our vision and our values are always aligned, and we keep checking up on that all the time.
And how have you divided roles?
So to be honest, in the beginning, it happened quite organically. The main goal was just to get the business going and then growing. And whatever needed to be done, everyone did. So right in the beginning, it was a matter of who could do what, and we both jumped into everything. Of course, as you start growing, you have to define roles a bit more. And that was based on skill sets. Thomas has got way more of the digital, technical skill sets, where I gravitated more towards the business and the growth skill sets. So it was a perfect combination in that sense.
And you mentioned sort of COVID being the starting point for Sous, but did you, either of you already had a background in gastronomy, and sort of how did you really come up with that idea at the time?
Yes, it was just talking to restaurants and chefs and feeling their pain points. It was an industry that I came from. Yeah. And obviously the food and beverage industry was growing massively, delivery of food and beverage. So we looked into that, and what we realized is this top sector of restaurants, people that actually cared about their food, people that didn't want to be through just Uber Eats or Thijs Bezorg, for example, they didn't have a way to reach customers. So there was this massive segment, and we calculated at the time $100 billion industry that was just missing out on this avenue to reach existing customers and new customers. But strangely, what happened, we actually came up with the idea during COVID, saw this as a new growth mechanism, and then lockdowns ended, and we thought, is this actually going to work still? And just as we wanted to kick the business off. And what we realized is most of the restaurants and chefs we were talking to actually said that they needed us more post-COVID, because they had to open their restaurants again, but they wanted to keep a new revenue stream. They wanted to find new ways to grow their businesses just outside of their four walls. So it was actually a super relevant time for us. And I think it was a really important time for us to step in.
Yeah, nice. What's been your proudest moment so far in this journey?
Yeah, I think so. What we always say at Sous, and we start every team meeting off that we have with it, is how are we helping our partners? Because we're a marketplace, right? So how are we helping our partners on the supply side, and how are we helping our customers on the demand side? And if we're fulfilling both of those, then we will have a successful business. So our biggest thing is building a company that helps others succeed. If we can help our restaurants and chefs and now specialty brands grow, then we believe we're succeeding. So I think probably the proudest moment that I can think of is post-Christmas. We had a sit down with one of our restaurants, and I could see the joy in this restaurant after this season. And he explained to us that during the restaurant period, he could have about 200 seats filled over that time. But through Sous, he served 2,000 guests across the country. So he 10 times his growth over this period just through our platform. And of course, that fills you with pride that we were able to make this happen, but we're also fulfilling our mission along the way.
Yeah, fantastic. And you've been through the Antler cohort. That's where you met Thomas. What was the most valuable moment in your Antler experience?
Yeah. So I think definitely meeting with Thomas, but meeting with a bunch of people. So, you go through this almost like dating phase of meeting people, feeling them out, seeing if there's a fit. And it's actually kind of more like speed dating. So it was exploring these different partnerships, and that eventually led me to partnering with Thomas. Actually, right in the beginning, the person that I thought I wouldn't connect, or we just didn't connect with in the beginning. And then when we actually got to it and we find some time to sit down, we realized how much we resonated on vision and values. So I think that, and just going through the Antler process, it really helps you take it step by step, not just get thrust into it.
Yeah, fantastic. And is there sort of and then there's a lot of people on the call today as well that are considering joining Antler. Any special piece of advice that you would have to founders that are thinking of joining Antler?
Just go for it, right? Because it's like they say with a lot of things, there's never really the right time. So I could have waited till maybe the next cohort and maybe not have met my co-founder. I was considering that actually at the time, and then eventually I just went for it. And you also got to be prepared to put in the work, right? It's not easy. It's not like, I think some people think they're just coming to like a short program where you're maybe going to do a little bit of work. It's quite intensive, right? If you use it to its full capabilities, you're meeting people all the time. You're coming up with a business idea that you essentially want to grow into $1 billion business, hopefully. So if that's what you come in with, like, do everything you can to make that happen.
Yeah. Now, obviously, Antler invested, and that's not the end, but that's just the beginning, obviously, of the journey. How did it go for you post Antler? Did investors jump on your idea, or how did that go?
Yeah, so we chose the route of more of angel investment. I think in the time of the market that the market was going into, it was coming post this VC blow up and these elevated valuations, which I think was a blessing in disguise for us, because we've been able to raise off of normalized valuations, and we've managed to get incredible angels along the way that really understand our industry, care about our industry. So everyone from marketplace experts, finance experts, and of course a few restaurant experts.
Fantastic. I'm also gonna see there's questions coming into the Q&A box. So from our audience, can you tell me why? What is your basically what's the state of the business as of today? Like how is it performing?
It's been really good. So just under 2 years now, like I said, and we've managed to generate nearly 6 million euros for our restaurant partners across the country, across the Netherlands. So this is additional revenue from their restaurants that they would have never had the opportunity to get. So we're super proud of that, but still very early for us. And when we started, we took the Amazon approach. So Amazon started with just selling books as an example in the early days. They proved that they could get that right. And then once they found product market fit, they started expanding categories. We're doing the similar. So we started with meal kits, things that restaurants really wanted to get out. And now we're expanding our categories quite a bit, bringing in specialty producers, people that are making the best products across the country, not only meals. We've opened up our platform through the Sous shop.
Yeah, nice. Fantastic. I'll check that out. And what is harder for you, the supply side or the demand side?
I think each goes through its own challenges. We find waves. So when it's quite a seasonal approach that we've had, so it's keeping supply happy and making demand understand what the product is, how they need it, how the delivery process works. Everyone's so used to this 10-minute delivery process that was developed over the last few years. And we take a different approach, right? We want to be the complete opposite of that. We want to bring quality and experience into your home. So I think on the demand side, it's been getting people to understand, but the supply has grown quite organically, to be honest, and we've preferred it that way.
Nice. Yeah, you mentioned the Sous shop is one of the things you're working on in the future, but what else is on your future wish list, let's say? What can we expect of Sous in the future?
I think we're always trying to better our platform. So on the supply side for our restaurants, we're trying to make a platform. Our Sous partner portal is probably the most important project that we work on, making sure that our partners have the right information, order management system, delivery management software that helps them reach new customers through our platform. I'd say that's probably number one. And up there with that is looking after our community. I strongly believe that businesses, if you're in any B2C focusing business right now, you have to be building a community of people that truly care about your brand. And that's a big focus for us.
Yeah, nice. And for those of us that have gotten hungry now and hadn't had lunch yet, where can we go to order Sous?
So you won't get it for lunch, unfortunately, but you can plan for the weekend ahead. Eatsous.com.
Nice. And what should I get? What's most popular?
Everything's good. We have a curated marketplace, so we don't just let anyone load up menus or products. So everything is good. That's one of the perks of our jobs, I would say, with the team, is we get to taste a lot of food.
That's nice.
A lot of really good food.
I'm jealous. Super. Many thanks, Devon, for sharing a bit of insight into your company today. For those that tuned in and are keen on starting the company with Antler, applications for our Central European residency for the fall are open right now. The residency is starting on September 30th. So thank you again for your sharing your insights today, and have a great rest of your day.
Cool. Thanks, Saskia. Ciao.